Social and political commentary from a Christian male perspective.
Grace and peace, everybody. I got an interesting one here. We're going to look at a court hearing. We haven't done this in a long time, or sentencing, actually. This young woman here in the red hoodie is being charged with arson against a church. And I just want to point out a couple of things. First of all, I think that hoodie is totally inappropriate. It's got like all these serial deleters from movies on it. You probably wouldn't want to wear that when you're being sentenced for arson against a church. But I digress. We're also going to listen to what the attorney uses as a defense for why she should have leniency in her sentencing, which is amazing. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So let's bring this in. Let's go.
All right. Thank you. All right. Court is calling 2022 CR 10344, State versus Elizabeth Romo. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Denny Callahan, defense.
And are you Ms. Romo?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery? Did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Are there any applications, counsel?
No, Your Honor.
Right. Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor. We move to waive count one and proceed on count two.
Any objection?
No objection.
Did you understand in count two, you're charged with the offense of arson of a habitation or place of assembly? That's a first-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 5 to 99 years or life in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you, and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe she has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against her?
I do, Your Honor.
Do you believe she's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Do, Your Honor.
Ms. Romo, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Sorry. Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Court will find that the defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived her right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, the state is proceeding on count two. They're asking that your punishment be assessed at 6 years in the prison. There's a $2,000 fine, no applications, and they're taking into consideration 2024 PF 26808. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Then to the offense in count two, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
State offers states exhibit number 1 in attachment.
Objection.
State, you may be excused. Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
We ask the court to follow the plea agreement. Nobody got hurt in this case.
Okay, I just had to stop right there. The attorney said nobody got hurt in this case. She has been charged and convicted in starting an arson at a church. And just because no one got hurt there, this attorney thinks that she should be shown leniency or whatnot like that. Now, I know we're not doing an apples to apples comparison, but how many other non-person hurt crimes have people had the whole book thrown at them, the whole jail thrown at them, for crying out loud. But this man literally saying, well, hey, she started a fire at a church. Nobody got hurt. So, hey, 6 in one hand, half dozen in other. That's crazy. I just thought that was really crazy. And then also we're going to watch till the end, because I think the judge, albeit she does she gives that woman at work, she's very kind at the end. I think she ends on a good note. Let's go.
All right. And I'm sorry, State, is there any restitution?
No, Judge.
All right. Is there anything you wish to say on your behalf?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Then the court will follow your plea bargain agreement. The court will find you guilty. The court will take in consideration 2024 PF 26808, 6 years in the prison, credit for any time served, $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. There should be no contact with Frank Benavides, Carlos Alberto Regalado. Just one moment. All right. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waived your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Are there any drug issues or mental health issues with you? If there is, I can also request a therapeutic community for you. It does not increase the time that you're on, the time that you're in prison, but it is to help you with any issues you may have.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'll also request the therapeutic community. All right. Is there anything else?
No, ma'am.
All right. When you're released from prison, if I'm still here, you need help finding a place to stay or help with any type of issues you have, just come back. If I'm still here, I'll pick up the phone and help you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Just want to see where you were at, ma'am.
Okay, I thought that was kind of dope at the end. Shout out to, I think her name is Judge Boyd, and we might check her out a little bit more. She seems to be like a fair dealer, and I think even in the midst of that, I like the fact that she gave the woman an opportunity to come back and get help if she needs help, and said, hey, I'm going to get you the therapeutic community and this other community to come around you and help you out, because the lady might actually have some real bona fide problems and issues that need to be dealt with a professional. I thought that was kind of dope, but I did think it was kind of just comical how her attorney tried to finesse and say, hey, nobody got hurt. Hey, that doesn't work anywhere else. But let me know what you think down below. Let me know would y'all like to watch more of these small, short court cases or short court sentencing or interactions in the courtroom. I like them. I find them interesting, but I don't know if you as a community would like to. So let me know down below. I appreciate it, y'all. Thank you so very much for your support and being a member of the channel. And until next time, everybody, grace and peace.